What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Halo's Kitchen, the best kitchen out there, period. It's Chef A here. As you can see, I'm making some vegan salted caramel brownies. And if you're new to my channel, this is a segment where I make a dessert because it's out of my comfort zone. And I talk about various different topics. Often it's, out the comfort zone topics, self-improvement type of stuff. And yeah, I'll just have the ingredients and some of the instructions listed on the screen. You can pretty much see everything I'm doing. Everybody has made brownies before, so y'all should be good. But yes, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be talking about how to avoid burnout, but more so I wanted to title it, when you have a strong drive but aren't sure how to use it. But I wanted to make this more easier to find, more of something that people will be like looking for, because that's not usually something that you hear, the strong drive but don't know how to use it. So yeah, and let's get straight into it, because I've definitely experienced this for myself. And this year so far, I've really been focusing upon, okay, like, girl, you need to figure out like how to get this in order, especially with where it is that you intend to head in your journey and stuff like that. Like, you definitely need to like get this down packed first. You can't keep falling back into the same cycle of going into burnout and not being able to continue going, kind of taking a few steps back in a way every single time that you finally gain that drive again to go after your dreams. So to start off, I feel that the thing that's helped me most so far is starting a routine / schedule. And that means like even for the little things, or kind of starting with just the little things as far as acting that schedule out. And by little things, I mean like flossing daily, fasting after 7:30 p.m., waking up, the same time daily, like, early in the morning, 5:30. And yes, I am pretty much naming the stuff that I have started to include in my, daily habits or whatever. And I found that starting off with the little things and working my way up to including more is the most efficient way to, do this, because I ain't gonna lie, like, I've definitely been that person that kind of bites off more than I can chew, if that's like the right phrase for it. But yeah, I would just try to do too much at once, that strong drive that I got, but just not knowing how to properly use it, trying to do it every single thing. Sometimes I still do struggle with it, but we getting somewhere. And with that comes with balancing everything out, and taking at least one day out of the week for a break away from social media and the work that it is that you're doing, or whatever that could lead to this burnout. Taking an actual break from it, I found that taking one day out of the week has been pretty great. And I take that day for self-care. Sometimes I'll take myself out on a date, spending that time alone or whatever, or even time with friends if you feel like you haven't had that in a long time. It's all about balancing things out. And with balance and balancing your strong drive, you can put your drive into multiple different things. Use your drive towards your mental and physical health, not just work, for example. So, I have a drive to be my greatest self. So, as you can see, I only post vegan, plant-based recipes pretty much now. And yeah, I've used my drive to want to be healthy, to only, have myself eat these certain types of things. I've put in the work to actually transition and learn how this veganism, well, first I started off pescatarian, then I went to being a vegetarian, and now it's vegan. And just doing the work to adjust to all of this, especially being a meat eater, eating anything, my whole life pretty much. It is a huge transition, but thankfully I was born with this strong drive. I got a Capricorn moon. So yeah, so using that towards other things other than just your work, so you're not drowned so much in work. And those will be things that will benefit you in the long run too, knowing that, okay, I'm putting in the work and effort to go buy these herbs, these herbal teas or whatever, and I'm making time to actually make these teas daily. I'm making time to actually cook myself dinner rather than buying out, even though cooking dinner at home and buying food out is starting to cost the same amount at this point. I'm still gonna choose to, make myself some dinner, because I know that will be healthier for me in the long run. And I know when you eat good, you feel a lot better, you feel good. So yeah, using your drive towards that can be really, really, really beneficial. And also being in tune with prayer and meditating. If you aren't really religious, I understand. I don't consider myself religious either. Or if you aren't spiritual either, then I don't really know what to tell you. Maybe just skip out on this, I don't know, or just go towards something that you feel gives you some sort of peace. But I feel like for majority people, prayer or meditation is the way for that. So yeah, just being in tune with that is a way to avoid that as well. Praying for divine guidance and actually having faith in that will work. And with meditating, you can meditate in so many different ways. Like, I partake in walking meditations. There's also things such as the visualizing meditations. I don't know if that's what it's called, but yeah, just kind of visualizing that you're in a different type of scenery. That could be in nature and stuff like that, something that gives off like a peaceful type of vibe. Or even that vision that you see for your future self. You could be imagining yourself in the future. And just to go back to that topic of taking at least one day out of the week for a break away from social media and work, it's important to also listen to your body when it feels that it needs a longer break than that. Even on the days that we are scheduled for work, it might come a day where like, whoa, that was actually a lot for me, to the point to where I might need more than just this one day out of the week to actually relax, reset, so that you can continue to put your best work forward. I feel that quality is so much more important than quantity, and it's important to actually act upon that. You put out your best work when, you're feeling your best. Unless, it's a situation where, you want to follow some sort of obedience from God, if that's something that you believe in. But I feel like sometimes we even mistake that for when we feel as if God wants us to continue to go, that God is actually trying to tell us it's okay, you need to like slow down and stuff like that. But I ain't gonna say that's the case for everybody. But yes, that pretty much completes the video. I'm kind of out of time. I want to find a way to make these videos longer because I really be having a lot to say. Maybe I should just start my podcast up again. But thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, comment down below, and let me know if you guys want to see anything else from me. I'm definitely open to trying out new things. Bye. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.
From me when I need you most. We got love guaranteed, and I have to know. Say, don't be so hard to reach.